I remember my own surprise at 68 when I first paid serious attention to pumpkin seeds. Despite being someone who cared about my overall health, I simply never gave these tiny seeds much thought. Like many older adults, I assumed that feeling sluggish or down from time to time was just another part of the aging journey. It's easy to write off dips in mood as something we can't change. But one day, after reading a short piece about nutrients that specifically support senior mental well-being, I found myself staring at a bag of pumpkin seeds in the grocery aisle. I realized I had almost no idea why they might be important for someone my age. That simple moment sparked a curiosity in me. Could these humble green seeds truly offer a natural boost to my mood? A lot of seniors find themselves battling low energy, restlessness, or even mild feelings of melancholy more often than they'd care to admit. There's a quiet frustration that comes from wanting to feel vibrant and upbeat, yet being confronted with the real challenges of aging. The worry is that as our bodies change, we might lose the spark that made life more enjoyable in our younger years. This concern matters because mood isn't just about feeling cheery. It influences our motivation to get up and move, to connect with friends, and to embrace new experiences. Maintaining a stable, positive outlook can help us stay more active, engage socially, and even manage other aspects of our health with greater ease. When I realized that my own mood swings were becoming more pronounced, I knew I had to do something. That's how I discovered the hidden power of pumpkin seeds, and it's why I stopped ignoring them altogether. Today, I want to share 4 surprising ways these seeds can help boost mood for anyone past 65. You'll learn about the special nutrients in pumpkin seeds that impact our brain chemistry, calm our nerves, and keep us feeling balanced. You'll also hear the stories of folks who thought they had run out of options for lifting their mood, only to be pleasantly surprised by what incorporating this simple food could do. I'm not a doctor, but I've spent years studying natural approaches to well-being, especially as they apply to seniors. Over time, I've seen how addressing small yet significant nutritional gaps can make a big difference. The goal here isn't to prescribe or to promise any miracles. It's to reveal how a simple, affordable, and often overlooked seed can open new possibilities for emotional resilience. If you've ever found yourself saying, "Maybe I just have to accept feeling this way," I invite you to stick around. In the next few moments, I'll show you exactly why pumpkin seeds deserve a special place in your meals and how they can work in synergy with the wisdom you've already gained throughout your life. Before we dive deeper, consider this. What if changing just one small piece of your daily routine could help clear away some of the gloominess? Imagine having more natural energy to enjoy the things you love or feeling calmer when life's inevitable challenges appear. It's time to explore what pumpkin seeds can really do. Let's start by looking at the first way these seeds quietly support our mood, even if many of us have never realized it. We often think of mood-boosting foods as exotic or expensive, but some of the best helpers might already be sitting on a grocery store shelf, waiting to be rediscovered. If you're ready, let's move right into the heart of the matter: how pumpkin seeds can help brighten our inner world more than most of us ever suspected. The first insight into pumpkin seeds and mood is to challenge the idea that once you reach a certain age, you just put up with feeling down. For a long time, I believed that dips in my mood were as inevitable as gray hair. But a common misconception many seniors hold is that our brain chemistry is static once we hit 65, and we can't do much about it. To illustrate a different perspective, think about Bill, age 72. He noticed that while he was less physically active than he used to be, he also felt more prone to lingering bouts of worry or sadness. It crept up on him so slowly that he didn't even realize how his mindset had shifted over the years. Bill's granddaughter, studying nutrition, shared a fact with him. Pumpkin seeds are naturally rich in tryptophan, an amino acid that helps produce serotonin in the body. Serotonin is often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter. It plays a key role in regulating mood, appetite, and even sleep patterns. But Bill had previously assumed that you could only boost serotonin by taking supplements or medication. This new piece of information made him question an old belief. Maybe the food we choose can indeed influence how we feel emotionally, even in our 70s or 80s. What Bill did next was simple and actionable. Every morning, he started sprinkling a small handful of roasted pumpkin seeds on his cereal. On days he didn't have cereal, he tossed them into oatmeal or added them to his salad at lunchtime. After a couple of weeks, he couldn't say he felt transformed overnight, but something subtle changed. He noticed a bit more steadiness in his mood. The tension he often felt upon waking seemed to loosen more quickly as the day went on. He also felt his cravings for sugary snacks start to decrease, which he believed was related to better overall dietary balance. Physically, his digestion felt more settled, another benefit he didn't expect. And emotionally, he reported feeling less of that low-lying sadness that had been following him around. The biggest lesson Bill learned was that fueling the body with the right nutrients can directly impact how we feel emotionally. Tryptophan's role in serotonin production gave him a renewed sense of control over his day-to-day outlook. If you're wondering how to put this into practice, you can try Bill's approach. Incorporate a tablespoon or two of pumpkin seeds into meals or snacks you already enjoy. Try mixing them in with your favorite yogurt or crushing them to make a crumb-like topping for vegetables. If you prefer an even easier route, simply grab a small handful as an afternoon snack. This seemingly minor addition can gradually support your body's production of serotonin, and with consistent intake, you may feel a subtle but noticeable shift in how you handle stress or occasional sadness. This idea not only helps physically by giving your body a nutrient it may not be getting enough of, but it also provides an emotional lift. When you realize that something in your control, a simple seed, can influence your state of mind, it can be incredibly empowering. That sense of personal power can inspire you to explore other small but impactful nutritional upgrades that might benefit your overall well-being. Now, you may already be thinking, tryptophan is great, but that's just one nutrient. What else do these seeds have that could impact how I feel each day? Let's transition to our next mood-boosting discovery, the mineral magnesium found in pumpkin seeds, which plays a quiet yet vital role in helping seniors stay calm, rested, and resilient. A lot of seniors assume that poor sleep or lingering tension are just inevitable as the years pass. But sometimes it's not just the passage of time that disrupts our calm. There's a misconception that feeling anxious or restless at night is simply part of aging. But research has shown us that deficiencies in key minerals, like magnesium, can also be a factor. This is exactly what Mary, 77, discovered when she noticed her nerves felt on edge more often than they used to. She also found herself struggling to get a restful night's sleep. She assumed it was just something she had to live with. Mary's daughter, a nurse, mentioned that low magnesium levels can make it harder for muscles to relax and for the brain to settle into a calm state. It's not a cure-all, of course, but adequate magnesium helps support healthy nerve function and may promote better sleep quality. Many seniors aren't aware that our absorption of certain minerals can change over time. Fortunately, pumpkin seeds are a reliable source of magnesium. Once Mary started adding pumpkin seeds to her diet, sometimes as a topping on mashed sweet potatoes or in a simple homemade trail mix, she noticed she fell asleep with greater ease. The scattered feelings she battled throughout the day also began to recede. Mary found that the benefit of improved sleep went hand in hand with better mood. When she rested well, she felt more optimistic and found daily challenges less overwhelming. She experienced fewer muscle cramps in her calves, which can sometimes disrupt sleep. That reduction in nighttime discomfort gave her more energy to take on daily tasks and to stay active. The synergy between good rest and emotional stability became a virtuous cycle in her life. How can you benefit from this? The next time you go grocery shopping, look for pumpkin seeds in the baking aisle or near the nuts and dried fruit. Opt for unsalted varieties if you're watching your sodium intake. One practical tip is to roast them yourself at home with a little olive oil and a sprinkle of your favorite herbs. This not only enhances flavor, but can make them more digestible for some people. Aim to eat them a few times a week to see if your own sense of calm or sleep quality improves over time. We often don't think about how intimately our physical comfort and emotional well-being are linked. But when your muscles feel less tight and your mind can settle, your entire outlook can brighten. Magnesium is just one piece of the puzzle, yet it's a significant one, especially for older adults who want to preserve a good quality of life without solely relying on medications for every issue that arises. Before we explore the next mood-boosting aspect of pumpkin seeds, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed any difference in your mood or sleep habits when you change certain aspects of your diet? Even just reflecting on this can help you tune in to what your body truly needs. Feel free to jot down a few notes or share your thoughts with a loved one who might benefit as well. As we move along, it's easy to wonder, is this really enough? Are seeds truly that powerful? The answer is that they can be surprisingly effective when used regularly and in combination with other healthy habits. Let's keep that sense of curiosity alive as we head into the third way. These unassuming seeds support our mood. You may have heard that fats are bad for you, particularly for older adults who might be concerned about heart health or weight gain. That's a broad misconception many of us grew up with. If you consume fat, you'll inevitably run into health problems. The truth is more nuanced. There are different kinds of fats, and some are beneficial, especially for our brains. Pumpkin seeds contain healthy fats, including omega-6 fatty acids, that support brain cell function. Although they also contain omega-3 in smaller amounts, the presence of essential fatty acids overall is a valuable addition for cognitive and emotional well-being. Tom, 69, had always been careful about fat intake. He avoided it whenever possible because he believed that's what everyone his age should do to keep cholesterol levels in check. However, Tom also noticed he was dealing with more mental fatigue and had a harder time concentrating on daily tasks. At a regular checkup, a nutrition-savvy nurse suggested he try adding healthy fats back into his diet. He felt hesitant, but decided to experiment. Among other foods like avocados and certain fish, Tom began to include pumpkin seeds as a nutritious snack. He noticed he felt more clear-headed, which gradually improved his mood because he was less frustrated by brain fog. Fats are essential to the structure of our brain cells. When we provide our body with quality sources of fat, we're essentially fueling the membranes that protect and support communication among brain cells. For seniors, even slight changes in cognitive clarity can influence emotional well-being. Feeling sharper, more focused, and more in control of mental tasks can have a surprisingly uplifting effect. The shift might be subtle, but over time, it can be powerful enough to notice day by day. To incorporate these healthy fats practically, consider mixing pumpkin seeds with a small portion of walnuts or almonds to create a brain-boosting snack mix. If you enjoy baking, you can sprinkle them on whole grain bread or muffins. Some people even grind pumpkin seeds into a paste, similar to nut butter, to spread on toast. If you're concerned about cholesterol levels or other factors, consult your healthcare provider for personalized guidance. Remember that moderation is key. A small serving of pumpkin seeds regularly can give you those beneficial fats without going overboard on calories. Another plus is that healthy fats help with the absorption of certain vitamins, like vitamins A, D, E, and K. So if you're eating a salad, tossing in a handful of seeds not only adds crunch and flavor, but also helps your body make better use of the nutrients in your vegetables. This holistic approach acknowledges that our bodies work as a unified system. No single nutrient stands entirely alone. As you consider this, think about any preconceived notions you might have regarding fats. Are there adjustments you can make to support not just your heart, but also your mind and mood? It can be as simple as embracing foods like pumpkin seeds that deliver beneficial fats in a form that's easy to enjoy. By now, you've heard about tryptophan, magnesium, and healthy fats. Maybe you're already brainstorming a few ways to sneak these seeds into your meals. Let's pause for a second. Which of these nutrients do you think would make the biggest difference for you personally? It's worth reflecting on whether you struggle more with sleep, with feeling low, or with mental clarity. Understanding your own main challenge can help you decide how to incorporate pumpkin seeds in a way that best meets your needs. Now it's time for the fourth and final way pumpkin seeds can subtly brighten your mood. Their stress-lowering potential through anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Many seniors accept stress as a normal reaction to everyday life. Yet chronic stress can erode our emotional resilience and contribute to feeling down or anxious. There's a misconception that once stress takes hold, you just cope with it as best you can, especially in retirement when new worries about health and finances might arise. But consider Alicia, age 70, who found herself frequently overwhelmed by caring for her husband who had mobility issues, on top of managing her own health challenges. She experienced frequent tension headaches and described her mood as constantly on edge. A friend recommended that she look into whole foods known for their anti-inflammatory properties, which can help reduce the body's overall stress response. While many people talk about turmeric or leafy greens in this category, pumpkin seeds also belong to this group because they contain antioxidants like vitamin E and a range of phytonutrients. Alicia decided to try something straightforward. She started adding pumpkin seeds to her morning smoothie, blending them together with spinach, a bit of apple, and water. Over the course of a month, she noticed her headaches became less frequent and less intense. This relief led her to feel more in control and less irritable. Reduced inflammation can impact not just our physical comfort, but also the way our neurotransmitters function. Alicia's experience highlights how taking an anti-inflammatory approach, even in small ways, can influence our overall stress levels. One practical tip for those who might not be smoothie enthusiasts is to make a simple pumpkin seed pesto. Combine fresh basil, olive oil, garlic, and pumpkin seeds in a blender, and you have a homemade sauce that can be used on pasta or as a spread on sandwiches. This creates a simple, delicious way to fold more anti-inflammatory nutrients into your diet. If you find yourself short on time or not keen on cooking, store-bought pumpkin seed-based spreads are sometimes available, though they can be pricier. When inflammation in the body is lessened, many seniors report feeling clearer mentally and more stable emotionally. Physical symptoms like aches or discomfort may lessen, contributing to an overall lift in daily mood. This mind-body connection is real, and it often takes only modest dietary shifts to start noticing the difference. You don't have to overhaul every meal. A few thoughtful tweaks can yield surprisingly positive outcomes. By now, we've covered how pumpkin seeds help support serotonin production through tryptophan, aid relaxation and sleep through magnesium, boost cognitive clarity and emotional steadiness through healthy fats, and reduce stress with their anti-inflammatory properties. As small as they are, these seeds pack a remarkable punch. Now that you know the 4 ways pumpkin seeds can help improve your mood, you might wonder, what's next? The next step is to try it for yourself, in whatever way feels most natural and appealing. If you're still unsure where to begin, remember Alicia's smoothie example, Mary's roasted seeds, Bill's cereal topping, and Tom's brain-boosting snack mix. Each of these seniors found a method that fit easily into their daily life, and it paid off with noticeable benefits. Let's bring this all together. Think about how your life could look a few weeks from now if you started introducing these seeds into your routine today. Maybe you'd experience fewer restless nights, fewer bouts of sadness, or simply a bit more positivity when faced with life's changes. Perhaps you'd rediscover a sense of optimism that can be hard to maintain in our later years without a little extra support. The key takeaways are clear. Pumpkin seeds are a budget-friendly and natural way to bolster mood. They work by providing nutrients that support brain chemistry, promote relaxation, enhance mental clarity, and reduce stress. These benefits, in turn, help us stay more active, engaged, and joyful. It's about small, consistent steps that add up over time. While there's no need to feel rushed, a gentle sense of urgency can sometimes motivate us to act before life gets in the way. If there's a bag of pumpkin seeds at your local store, consider picking it up on your next trip. Add a tablespoon here or there to meals you already prepare. Observe how you feel in the coming weeks. Little changes can lead to new habits, and new habits can lead to meaningful improvements in how you greet each day. If you're feeling inspired but want more support, consider sharing this information with a friend or family member. You could both decide to try out different pumpkin seed recipes and compare notes. Alternatively, if you're more private, keep a small journal to track how you feel emotionally and physically once you introduce pumpkin seeds into your diet. If you find these adjustments make a difference, share your story. Whether it's in a local community group or just during a casual chat with a friend, your experience might encourage someone else to explore a natural pathway to better mood. If you want to go further, talk to a nutrition-savvy healthcare provider about how pumpkin seeds can fit into your overall wellness plan. They might have extra tips tailored to your specific health concerns or medication schedule. Remember, you're the expert of your own life. As a senior, you've already navigated countless challenges and changes. Incorporating pumpkin seeds is simply another tool in your toolbox, not a magic wand. But tools are powerful when we know how and why to use them. By taking control of even one aspect of your daily nutrition, you reaffirm your capacity to adapt and thrive. If you're ready to take one small yet meaningful step toward feeling more balanced and upbeat, why not begin with this tiny seed that's been overlooked for far too long? You don't have to give up your current routines entirely. Just add a scoop of seeds here, a sprinkle there. It's a simple experiment that might yield more benefits than you ever imagined possible. I hope this conversation has sparked a sense of possibility in you. Go ahead, give pumpkin seeds a fair try, and see how your mood might improve. You've spent a lifetime gaining wisdom, adapting to changes, improving your resilience. Now let this be one more chapter in your journey toward holistic well-being. It's never too late to discover something new that supports both your body and your spirit. The choice is yours. Embrace it with confidence and curiosity.